It's the fraction. Y'all know what it is. It's that time of year. Look, it's September almost. We got the state fair going on. I haven't gone. I know some of y'all have already gone. But look, I got a question. Is it worth it going to the state fair?
Yes.
Carla, you've already been. Monster, you say yes?
I honestly do say yes. It only comes once a year, and we know how terrible the winters get here. I don't care about the crowds. I don't care about all that because, honestly, in the wintertime, we be hibernating. We're all secluded, so I need that get-together. And I work 24/7, and I love to eat being Mexican, so that food is bomb. And I want something different. We all be eating the same stuff all the time. So heck yeah, it's definitely worth it. But I'm a people person, so I don't mind crowds. I like getting out there, meeting new people.
Oh, you
new
get out
things.
there.
Oh yeah. You know it.
Yeah, you be sightseeing. Okay.
What about you? What y'all think? Like, I mean, I love it. I love going through doing stuff like that, for sure.
I don't know. I think state fair's fine. I don't know about the money part. I think it's getting out of hand. Okay, because the turkey leg was $13. The cookies is always $20. Yeah. So like, is it really worth it though? Every year?
Yes.
You go.
Well,
you win one.
You don't have to get the bucket of cookies every time.
Oh, what?
But that's the experience. That's part of the thing. That's like the
No, because I got the bucket of things all the time, and it's not worth it when we're wasting it because we're not eating all of it because we're getting buckets of everything.
But don't you take it home and eat it later?
Yeah.
I mean, that says bomb afterwards. Like,
Oh,
you
I
wake
take it
up
home
with
and
the
eat it later.
munchies. I'm like, hell yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's once a year. You ain't spending $13, $14 on a turkey leg every single day,
That's true.
all the time. This is once a year. This is what people go for. This is the we're not going for anything else. The food is, that's what we go for. You go to any type of fair, there's certain, attractions.
Exactly.
And that's one of them. So at the end of the
I think
day,
it's worth
they're
it.
there once a year. They've got to make their money. I understand that. So it's definitely worth it. At the end of the day,
I
this is
put
what we
it.
go
I
for.
put it on the kids, cause I'm like they want the cookies. I really want it. I put it in.
So
They want a turkey leg. Wrap it up. Go.
okay. But look, since it happens every year, and you're a resident, I say for sure you got to get to it if you're coming from the outside in. But if you're a resident, you've been living here for 13 plus years. Is it worth it going in there year 6, year 7, year 8, year 13, year 14? Is it worth it?
Well, I think that's just how each individual feels. I mean, some people get tired of it. I understand it. It's like going clubbing. People the same thing. Oh, I get tired of that. So I think it's each person its own. I don't. I've only been here 13 years. However, I've never lived here my whole life, so it could be different for me.
Have you been going every single year?
No, I haven't gone every single year.
I feel like people that do live here, they don't go, or they might go every single year, but I probably go every other year.
Okay, so
And it is worth it.
so,
Especially
yeah,
having
yeah.
kids, it's worth it because they get to do all that kid shit.
And it's the memories. That's something you really
Exactly.
can't like recreate. A lot of the times we make money the priority. Like, well, it's the money, but at the end of the day, what do you work hard for?
Exactly.
Is it better to be stuck in the bank, or is it better to utilize it and enjoy it? If that's something you enjoy, of course, it's definitely worth it. If you hate it, well, yeah, it's not worth it. If you don't like being there or being around the crowds, well, of course, it's not worth it. But for me, it is worth it. I go for those sorts of things.
Yeah.
I don't mind the money. I'm spending it once a year, maybe twice, depending on how many times I go. And it's the memories that I create. That's why I'm
and
coming
plus,
back.
you already know that you're going to be spending a lot of money. So it's
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
okay.
unprepared.
So you're probably dropping at least, what, 200, 150, 200 easily?
No,
Not
with
Not
my
individually.
kids.
With the kids,
No.
maybe more or
It's
less.
like for sure like $500.
Okay.
Yeah, individually.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ain't dropping 200?
And myself, no.
Really?
Like I go by. I don't. You got to understand. I don't have kids. You all do.
No. We said that with kids it's like 500.
With me, I don't. But see, I don't spend money like that. I like going to the bazaar and spending maybe like on a little gift for myself. The food I'll get once or a little bit, but I guess it's more the ambiance for me. I don't know. I don't spend it like that. I don't know. I don't know how you'd be spending it like that.
Your tickets.
I
like
buy the
20.
cookies. I buy the
is 20,
turkey
so
leg.
you have 40, so you have 53 right there. That was just 53.
I go
with
for the
no
beer.
drinks.
I love the beer. You
Beer
know.
is 8 to 10, so you got 63.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's nowhere
so it's
near
like
200, maybe
it's like
$100.
$100, yeah.
I don't know, but it all depends on what you buy. I mean, what I'm a big eater, but I don't eat a lot. I'm not like.
Now, since you're going to the fair, would you pick the Renaissance Fair over the State Fair?
See, no, because I can't say I pick one or the other. I go to both because they're two different. You can't compare. Renaissance is history. It's a different ambiance. It's a different feel versus the State Fair. Clearly, it's not. You're not dressing up. You don't get the whole, experience in that way. So it's a completely two different things, black and white. You can't really compare them. At least I can't.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Which one do you like more?
Yeah.
see, and I can't say that either because it's like saying, I don't know. That's a hard question. Okay, honestly, if I had to pick, if I really did have to pick, I'd say Renaissance, just because that was something that I grew to love. It has a lot of history with, my ex-fiance involved, things of that nature. We went more to the Renaissance. We worked there. We built friendships there. So of course,
It's
I'm gonna
more
choose.
Oh,
meaningful.
Yeah. State fair's the experience. I had parents that they would take us to certain things like that, but they were more like, let's, they wouldn't get as involved. So for me, I wanted to create those memories. So that the state fair is a huge thing for me. It has a significance when it comes to my past with my ex as well, but the Renaissance definitely holds my heart a little bit more.
So
It's
with your
really-
ex. So are you taking is the State Fair a place to go on a date? The Renaissance Festival a place to go on a date? Someone who's never been there, you being like, you know what?
Yeah, so I have not gone to the Renaissance.
Oh
my God, I love it.
Oh.
Never
Ooh, okay.
since I've been here, man.
So that's kind of
Okay.
hard to answer
Well,
that
what about
question.
State Fair then? Is that date worthy?
I think so. I think dating is very different. So if you want to take somebody out and hang out with, I think it just opens up because you get to see your environment and how they are around different people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Not just that, but now you're like, okay, it's just you and I,
Exactly.
right? And so you get to see them like how they really interact with.
Right, okay.
And you can tell if they're actually fun or not because
Right.
are they playing the games? Are they engaged?
Yeah.
How do they handle
And
the heat?
right, and that's what I
They
look
fun
at
or
is
not.
like I want somebody that's gonna be at least, you're gonna have your off days stuff like if dating to me is just anything that is enjoyable as long as you guys are willing to do it together, right? So I think State Fair would be a really fun one.
I think
Okay.
so too.
Okay.
I think, going back to the Renaissance, if both of you haven't been, I'm a big fan of doing something you've never done. Experience that together, because then you both create the memory together. You're not like comparing it to, we and my ex went to this, and so if you guys can create that together and say, the first time I went was with that significant other, that person
Yeah.
we just met and we went.
Yeah.
So I think it's great to try new things, but that's just me. So I definitely think Renaissance, State Fair, especially if you haven't been, are great places to go, especially if you're so typical when you go on a date, like going to dinner or
eat
a
or-
movie. I mean, why not try something different? And if they're willing to try something different,
Yeah.
it's definitely, I think, kids says a lot about their character, because
Yeah.
they're willing to grow and try
Yeah,
new things.
I guess it doesn't have to be a state fair, right? I mean, if you're looking at costs and things like that, because I do look at costs and what we're gonna do as
Yeah,
dates,
you're
right?
right. That's an expensive ass
Right.
date. 200.
Like, right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, on a
250.
date and I'm spending that much money on you, like no, because now you're including parking,
Well, that's how much,
tickets,
like, a
get in,
dinner costs.
and then food.
What kind of
But think
difference?
about the significance of
It
meeting
is.
somebody. Why are you doing it? Because if you're meeting them to possibly have a lifelong partner, it's an investment. A relationship is an investment. So what's wrong with spending a little bit on
But so
that?
is dating to a state fair as the first date?
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's talking.
yeah,
He's
we
referring
talking
to the
about
first date.
First date, bro. We ain't
Not
talking about
like,
it going in for a long, lifelong. Bro,
Well,
time out.
I mean, it all depends
just
on
met
how.
you.
Well,
Yeah.
that's okay.
We just met.
But are you trying to? What?
I
In my
swiped
opinion,
left.
like if you just met and you like someone, I want to try and impress them.
No,
So-
no, because now they're like, oh, well, he just spent
Now
all
you
his
set
money.
that high expectations pretty damn
But
high.
that's me.
Listen, we just
Like,
listen,
I
Sue just
mean,
swiped left
like-
on Tinder. All right, he said, "Look, we got to connect. I want to go take you out. Let's go to the state fair." We don't know much, but he don't know much.
Like
about it.
if
He
this
just
is
swiped
like a
left.
first time person you're meeting and like you'll go out and like, oh yeah, let's go state fair together.
But if you're asking them out, you're obviously interested. You're not like, I'm not sure if I like them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but not
like,
exactly
not
sure
a
if they
state
want
fair.
to drop hella money
I'm-
on
yeah,
the
we-
first
if-
date.
Well, if I'm inviting, I'm paying. So that's how I look at it.
That's how I think.
They
it
didn't
should be
play.
too.
I will. I totally will. That's why I'm asking you. If it's you, I mean, it's
Sue
definitely
wants a
different.
personal invitation.
Sure do.
He wants
Since
a
you're
personal
paying,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So then, let me ask you this: if $250 is a little high, would you accept taking a date to the coffee
house.
shop?
Yeah.
Is that good? Is that good enough for a date?
I think coffee shop are cool because it's very more, just
Intimate.
yeah, right. And you know, you
Okay.
still have your people come walking in, but you have a better sense of like just kind of breaking the ice a little bit from each other, right? Versus like throwing yourself out there because now you're at the fair. If you're going from a coffee shop to a fair, like and I think it's the environment that you're putting yourself into is very different.
I don't know, that coffee shop, you could be a one-on-one where it feels like, I don't know,
Getting to know them.
you get to know them, but sometimes people like that fair idea to like give a bunch of things to do.
me,
And it
that's
breaks
like
the ice.
It
No,
breaks
but
the ice a
to
little
me-
bit
to
more
me
than that
going-
one-on-one
Right.
coffee. Like,
so I would definitely go on a coffee date
Okay.
first, and then maybe second or third would be more of
That makes
same
sense.
thing,
That makes total
Yeah.
sense. I get
right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd rather break the ice first to just kind of be casual and be chill instead
Yeah,
of being
but
like a
not if
secluded
you want to.
one-on-one.
Not if you want to drop a lot of money on the first date.
Oh,
That's what
no,
he's
no,
saying.
no.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like an
Yeah, but
idea
he-
like that. So I would pick an event like that has people around,
Oh, yeah.
stuff like
Right.
that, rather than being like a secluded one-on-one.
So would that be like your second or third date, or is
Yeah,
that your
probably.
first date?
Probably our first meeting would be in like a big open area. Then a second could be in the same day. Like, hey, let's grab some food, and then we would go
Sit
to
down
like
and-
Yeah.
a one-on-one
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
rather than off the bat. Let's do a one-on-one thing, lunch,
Yeah, those
dinner,
are so awkward.
and you're like, what do I wear? What do I do? Hey, what do we talk about?
See, I'm
It's
always
nice.
worried that it's gonna be boring, so I'm open to the idea of always being creative, like going to a state fair or a Renaissance, because it totally shows, like especially if they haven't gone, because all of a sudden they're like, oh wow, this is different. Oh my god, this is I've never done this.
Down
Is
is a good place.
Yeah.
Up,
Up, down.
I've had good
That's
dates
pretty
there.
cheap.
Or
That's about
going out
$30.
dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
$35, $40.
That's definitely fun.
And I like being creative. So if I'm gonna go on a date, I'm over the top, but that's just my nature. I'm my personality. Not everyone's like that. But for me, when I say how can I totally, and this is the truth, how can I wow them?
So
It's
let me
weird,
ask you
but
something.
yeah.
Are you talking about first date? If you guys are actually going to a dinner, what's the first dinner spot you picking? I'm just curious.
Wow, I don't know.
You big baller
See?
out here.
Yeah.
Talking about spending, but, you know,
I
I'm going
didn't
to
say
wild
the
them, like,
ideas
are we
came
talking
natural to
Oceanaire?
me.
We
I
talking
literally
Fogo,
said
you
I would
know.
take some time to
Jesus.
research a little bit.
Yeah.
You
Trying
know.
to do big ballsy, like, I'm hiding them.
Hey, I didn't say I had it all figured it out. You know, I will say I don't know. I definitely, like, if we're talking coffee shop, I've been to this
Not
coffee
food,
shop.
dinner.
Well, listen, hang on just a sec. So let's say we went out for breakfast. I would definitely take him to Aurora Coffee Shop in St. Paul, because they got not only bomb ass breakfast, great coffee, but it's a good ambiance. It feels very
what is it gonna-
romantic.
Dinner.
Okay,
Dinner.
so
So you
so
want
if it
dinner?
was like a speed dating kind of type thing, right?
Oh,
Where
shit.
like coffee is something like, okay, well, we get through like maybe 15, 20 minutes, right?
Fogo de chao.
Okay. Or say, all right, so, or let's say you go to like the Waffle
Knew it.
House, right?
I knew
So you go
it.
to a Waffle House, like if they have a long day and they only meet you up like at mid-evening, maybe nighttime, Waffle House.
Waffle House about $35.
Yeah.
Fogo de Chao about
But
120.
Six-
yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
so
yeah,
go back-
yeah,
but
yeah.
like say a coffee.
But then that's still not a bad
$8,
idea on
you know?
his end either. Like I said, I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I'm just saying for me.
For you.
Like
Yeah, and
I
that's what I'm
like to
asking for you
impress the whole
specifically,
thing.
for you.
And when I take people out, I'm paying.
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
they invite me and I'll still offer to pay, but if they want to pay, great. But if and it's usually
trying to
always
go
me.
straight wow.
It's usually always me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
But do you
Because
want?
if- go ahead.
Do you want to get to know somebody beginning at a state fair type, or is it a coffee house type?
See, to me, it doesn't matter. Both of those ideas are good for me. It just depends on the person. Like if I'm meeting someone, and for me,
If they wanna
I
go.
can kind of sense their vibe. Are you
that's
more of
what
a
I'm saying.
quiet
That's important.
person?
You kind of have to gauge
Right.
the type of person that you're going out with
Yeah.
to kind of figure out what would be like a better vibe.
And of course, I would ask them. I'm not going to just like surprise. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Oh, yeah,
Like
that's the
I'll
only
be like,
option.
hey, I would love to take you to the state fair. How would you like? Would you like to come?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. So then you can get that kind of. Well, I'm not kind of a people person, or I am. That's good. Perfect.
So you're setting up the expectation that you're going to
Sure.
be paying for.
Well, I don't say I'm paying.
Ooh.
I'm just saying I'm
Ooh.
inviting. It's an expectation on my end. I put that on myself.
Yes, exactly. I think that if someone is asking me out or somebody is initiating a date,
they
the
pay.
expectation
They
should
paying.
be that they're
'Cause
paying.
They pay.
I'm expensive, bitch.
Could have fooled me.
They pay.
They have to.
Okay. So let me ask you. That's off initiation, but what about like second and third? He could ask you
Right,
out
that's
again
right, yeah.
for second, ask you out again for third. Is he still paying or
A lot of the times, from my personal experience, the guys are paying all of them.
the whole time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
However,
6, 7,
if I
8, 9.
like
life.
them, then maybe I'll do something in return, like, and I'll pay next time. But that
something
hard,
in
I mean,
return.
a lot of the times it's not.
It
that
also
way.
depends on
But
how.
I have no problem doing it. I'm not saying that I have a problem doing it because for my man, like if I'm in a relationship, I love doing that.
No, relationship, but
right,
like
but
initial.
in dating,
Initial. Yeah.
100% the guy should be.
Damn, that's a
But that's just my
So
personal.
when is a date
experience.
not a date?
okay.
When is a date not a date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is the date not a
we're
date?
on
Yeah,
date
when a
number
date's
7.
not a
No,
date.
when you make it official. Right?
Oh, like making
Probably.
it official?
I guess no, because when is?
But you
'cause
can still
said-
have dates when it's official.
No. But we were saying like, hey, through the dating phases, the man's probably still paying. So we was like, all right, so when is it like, hey, 50-50 or you got it this time type thing? When does that happen?
I think that's
I
something
just-
you all
it's
have to
just-
discuss. I mean, it's
I don't
definitely
even
open
think-
communication.
I
I
don't even
think.
it's a discussion. I just feel like it's organic. Like if
Organic.
I'll be like, okay, I'll pay for
You
this
pay
or
for
something.
that. But
I think
not
it
so
comes
much the first
natural.
3, 4, 5.
Like some days, there's guys that are
how
like.
many you going? You trying to milk it up? Let me get these.
Well, isn't there like guys
They want to
sometimes?
take me out, so
Okay,
it's
so
not like I'm milking anyone.
Okay, so I had another question. So when does a date turn into a relationship then? Because I mean I don't know if people still say, "Hey, I want to be your boyfriend now," or "I want you to be my girlfriend." Like the date.
Well,
I
people
would
still
hope
that.
that you're saying that.
Well,
I
I
would-
think.
I would
Wait,
hope so.
You know, you have a DTR.
Or do you engage your relationship? Like, okay, we'll be going out for a while. Now we're just a thing.
It's not
unspoken.
always. It's not
an
always a
unspoken
spoken
thing.
thing.
It's an unspoken thing
A
that
lot-
just like.
It can be spoken, and
Actually,
sometimes it can.
No, it happens when somebody calls you out and be like, "Oh, who is this?" You're like, "Hey, this is
My boyfriend, my girlfriend."
boyfriend or something." And then you're like,
That
and then
happened
you'll
to
have
me.
the conversation after, like, "Oh, so we
That
did
happened
huh?"
exactly how it
Right.
happened to me
It
with my
doesn't necessarily
fiance.
have to
Probably.
be like boyfriend. You
With
can-
my fiance, what ended up happening was on the phone with a friend, and like, "Oh, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm here with my boyfriend," and I didn't even know that I said it. And then I hung up, and he's like, "Oh, are we, am I really your boyfriend?" I'm like, "I guess we
Yeah.
are."
See?
Like,
Yeah.
Just like that.
So
That's
or-
why I think that it should be something that people should talk about. I don't think that people should just assume
And just bring it up.
Because are you guys even exclusive? Why would you like do you know if they're sleeping with other people? Did they stop sleeping with other people? How do you know?
I feel
Just
like-
because you guys are going on dates, they could be going on dates with other people.
Right.
Well, that's the communication
but-
part. I
right.
think that's
The whole part, like sleeping with other people, I feel like okay, so it isn't old school now. It's kind of new school, so you're probably sleeping in probably the 3rd, 4th date, 5th date. Maybe.
Well, I know.
It used to be like you wait till like a month, 2 months, but like the conversation of are you sleeping with other people will come up first before are we exclusive.
I
Probably.
mean, it should. Does it always? Not always.
It
See, so
should.
like only
Wait, what?
exclusive.
You're
So what
supposed to wait.
Well, we are supposed to, but do we? Like a lot. So not
No,
everybody
but
does.
that's what I'm saying. Like you'll
Yeah.
have that conversation before you actually have like a are we
Well,
exclusive
I
together
think
type thing.
yeah,
Are we
well,
boyfriend
because-
girlfriend type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
what if you're gonna stay fair? Talking about fair, right? Or Renaissance,
fair.
and you saw your other entourage.
Well,
there.
That's an
Like,
unfortunate.
is it like
you
exclusive?
just move on.
And then I'm like, oh, you didn't ask me to go to stay fair.
Bro, it's taking
You
it
didn't ask me.
It is what it
Taking it
is.
personal.
That happens to me every time, and I don't care. It's like okay, you can't, and me, I can't dwell on that. If I do, it's gonna
So
drive
you're
me
just
nuts.
talking about like you guys have already moved on and you, right? You guys have already moved on with your ex and
No. So like, say exclusive, right? Say
Oh.
you dating a couple people.
Oh,
Right,
dating
and
a couple people,
right,
and you
and
run
then you,
into-
yeah, you run
Oh,
somebody.
that's why I was
In
like,
that-
wait a minute.
understand what
in
he
that
said.
situation,
I didn't.
That
Oh,
was funny.
in that situation, I feel like people that are openly dating, they know that they're openly dating.
Probably not.
I feel like you
Probably
should
not.
assume now.
you should, but admit, no, not everyone. Not, most
Right.
people don't.
Right.
Most
But-
people don't tell you.
So Sue over here,
Is that what you do? Is that you?
you should wait. You should if you're the person that sees two people that you're dating out and about, like if you're the person that's with someone and then you see someone else that you're dating, you should wait and for that person to message you. And then you'll find out there. If they're like, why are you with somebody else? Then clearly they're maybe not dating other people. And then you guys can have that conversation.
Nah,
at
because
that
then you
moment.
approach them and it's gonna be like, hey, this is my friend. And you be
No,
like,
why
I'm
would
what?
you
Yeah.
approach?
Okay.
Why
I'm just your
would
You
friend.
wouldn't approach?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so
Okay.
what if
You
I
wouldn't.
don't want nobody to approach me.
Yeah.
right?
okay,
Because so
okay.
what if you go with your friends and then they end up going with somebody else and say there's like 2 or 3 other people that you're dating on the side, and then
What?
they go with
Yeah.
just someone else. Now you're like,
Yeah.
oh, they didn't. Oh, hi. Y'all didn't ask me.
I would be a good actor.
Yeah.
I'd play it off like, oh, that's great. I mean, that's cool. Like, oh, it's good to see. I would not let them know it's bugging the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I would be so.
But it's bugging you though.
Oh hell yeah, I'd be bugging the
Bugging
fuck.
you.
He's like, no, but I'd be like, yeah, good. It's good to see you look beautiful.
Give me my
God,
lemonade.
oh yeah, buy me a fucking drink. No, but yeah, that's tough. That's
Right?
yeah.
See.
I would play it off because I don't want no one to know. I don't want no one to see me sweat. I don't want no one to see me cry. Nope, ain't not happening. You don't deserve it.
Right. So I don't know. Like, when does it make a relationship, right?
But but like it says, it's different to everybody. For me, like what Carla said, I agree. It should be talked about and discussed, and there should be those boundaries. You said, I like you. I want to be with you. Would you be with me? What do you
Are we exclusive?
What are we?
Do you want to be exclusive?
Right.
Like, those are vital conversations. Like, those are just super, super important. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go back to what you were talking about still with this whole dating thing and paying thing, because I'm just still a little caught up on it. Just a little bit.
What
Just
do
a
you
little
mean?
bit. Just a little bit.
Well, let's ask you that. How about you? Do you pay?
Listen, I just want to know, is it okay? Because there's still actually right now, there's a bunch of TikToks, a bunch of Instagrams where the man has to always 100% pay, even in relationships and everything. And so, it's 2023.
I'm not
I know there's
saying
plenty of relationships like it still.
I'm just paying for the cheaper stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think a lot of these are based upon.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we're gonna be paying for shit together, I'm paying for the cheaper
So
stuff.
what is cheap? So what is cheap?
Burger King.
No, I'm saying, like, we're going to a dinner to go out to eat. Like, okay, you got dinner, and then I'll get the drinks if we go to a bar, type of shit.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
saying that I'm only offering $5.
If this is movies, you got
But
the
I'm just
movies, I got the popcorn.
Exactly.
Nah, them should be the same price now.
It's the same price, but still,
Um,
it would be something like that.
Okay.
Or like,
okay.
if we're at the fair, and they get the games, they get the drinks, they get the main food.
Yeah.
I'll get the dessert.
Okay, now what if you bring a friend? Okay. Your man's like, hey, I'm gonna take you and I want you to come out. You're like, hey, so and so's coming with me, my girl. He's like, all right, cool, whatever. Is he paying for her too?
I don't think that he should be paying for her, but
Is he paying for the kids?
Well, I will
Kids
speak
are
for
different.
I will speak
That's
for
a
me.
different
I would
situation.
pay
Totally
for
different.
her
You would pay for her.
because here's the thing: we invited her. We invited her.
Well, she invited.
Don't matter.
No,
She.
exactly.
Don't matter.
She.
Don't matter. I mean,
don't matter?
I would probably, if there was an issue, I'd argue with you afterwards. But when it's all said and done, I would pay.
Because that was a huge deal on like Instagram probably like a couple weeks ago where this man would not pay for her friend. He was like, I'll pay for you, but I ain't paying for your friend. And
The
that was
reason
a
why I
whole-
chose what I chose, and I'll tell you why I chose what I chose. Again, this goes back to my morals and values when it comes to money. I don't look at money that way. For me, people are more important. Like when I was growing up, my mom, my aunt, everyone would always make a big issue if my aunt brought us or if my mom brought her nieces and nephews with my cousins, and all of a sudden, I'm like, does she expect me to pay for her kids too? I'm like, they're family. Like, why is that such an issue? These are human beings. That's
Because
how
they
I
ain't
look
got
at
it like that. You know, not everybody.
But we do.
No, not everybody.
Guess you're
not
right.
everybody. So
I guess
when
you're
budgets
right.
are tight and you're trying to do something special, now that friend is coming along.
I feel like it should not be expected that they should be paying.
Mm.
However, I think it tells a lot about a person if they do. Like, some people are very generous.
If they offer,
Like-
wonderful, great. Okay, go ahead
Exactly,
and
if
pay.
they offer,
but
then
if they
that's-
don't, I would, and only because, like, at the end of the day, that's just how I am.
Exactly.
It all
That's
depends
what I'm
on
saying.
how-
Some people are very generous. Like, if we're out, like, Derek would definitely be like, okay, don't worry, I got it for everybody.
Am I necessarily happy about it? Maybe not, but I'm not gonna let it.
But that's the type of
Again,
person that you are. So it's different. Maybe
Fair
if
enough.
you're like Joel, you're going to be like, I'm not
Hey,
paying
whoa,
for your
hey,
friend.
listen.
I'm not
I'm
paying
gonna
for
still
your
do it.
friend.
No. I'm gonna still do it. But I'm still and, like if it keeps happening, I'm like, listen, you can't keep coming up here and getting these free meals.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it keeps happening,
You know.
that's...
and I've
And
tested.
it also depends on the place too, because like, look, if we're going to your Fogo de Chao, going to your Ocean Air, and I'm like, listen, that was a damn $55 plate that you just ate, and you about to give me damn nothing for it. All right, look.
I can't
That
believe
happens
that
to
you
me.
guys really
All
view
right.
it that way. Like, so do you expect them to give you something because you paid for that $50?
No. I'm talking about the friend.
Oh, okay. I was
Not
gonna
talking about
say.
the date. No, not the date. No, not the
She's
date.
like,
I'm talking
oh,
about the
God.
friend. Like the friend came along and you're like, and she's like, I haven't eaten all day. I'll probably get a salad. And the salad starts to get into like an entree, then starts to get to some drinks, and you're like, damn.
Well, I feel like
Now,
that's
there's a
kinda
difference
rude
between
of the
some-
friend to not offer to
Right,
pay for
that's-
her
that's
own food.
different.
No, but
that's-
it's 2020. I'm trying to tell you, like, there's mad videos online
know.
right
Well, what if
now
the friend
that-
doesn't pay for you guys back?
What?
They ain't. Nah, she don't.
Well, they're never going to.
Well, the scene that I'm describing on 2 different videos, it was blown up because he wasn't trying to pay for her friend, and she was going off like, "You supposed to be a man, take care of all this, and this is part of me," type thing. And it was
Well, I think each situation it has to be catered to individually because it all depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a situation where you know they're taking advantage, there could be, okay, well, we're going to have a little bit of a discussion. But if it's just a simple, innocent thing where it's like, okay, someone came along.
Like a drink.
Like the friend was probably willing to pay. And if that's the case, okay, go ahead. But if, it just depends on the situation. Now, there's a difference between paying for someone because you invited them or someone really taking advantage. And I've been in both situations where I paid for both. And
Why do you pay for everybody?
I mean, I do. Again, that's just my personality, and I know not everyone agrees with me. Sometimes I don't agree with me, but at the end of the
I know you don't agree with yourself.
But at the end of the day, I do not like having arguments about money. I just don't think it's worth it. I'm sorry.
It's not worth it. I'm not
going to get upset with
anybody
anyone about money because at the end of the day, actually, I still owe you $6. Oh my God!
I'm so sorry. But I didn't message you about the $6 because I really don't care.
No.
Like, it's not. It's just.
What a
now,
friend.
If it was $60, we'd be like, okay, Monty, come on now.
That's
$6.
I'll be hounding you like, bro. You remember that time last week? You still owe me that $60. Yo,
but for me, I come from a family where my mom always told me not to hold grudges. But at the end of the day, I come from a family that I love them to death, but they put money first, and it drives me nuts. How they can do that? You know what I mean? I personally don't like it. But again, is it always right? No. But it's money, and that to me is just not worth my headache.
Same.
What do you pay for? I'm just kidding. Carla is one of the most hardworking, wonderful mothers around, and she's been grinding since day one, and so she's entitled to finally at least sometimes get pampered here and there. So I just tease you a little bit, but for real though, you don't pay for your nails?
I do not pay for.
You pay for that hair though?
I don't do anything to my hair.
No, like you don't like when you have to cut it, split it, or something.
Oh yeah, but I don't really do it often.
Okay.
I'm not really high maintenance. I do just get my nails done.
You low maintenance? You consider yourself mid-maintenance? Is that a thing? Mid-maintenance? Do we say that? I don't know how to say that.
Well, I just don't really do a lot of extra things. I don't know what is considered high maintenance.
Ooh, nails done.
Like, what would you consider
everything?
high
Okay, so you're newly date,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
What was your guys' first spot?
First time we went out on a date.
Yeah.
It was a double date. So we went to go play pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Went for the vibe of a bigger spot,
Yes.
not seclusive.
See, I think pool is a cool spot
Yeah.
for two or you have a couple double dating.
We went on a double date, so it was 4 of us. So yeah, it was
Cheaper.
a group thing.
Yeah, but there's drinks and food
There's
too.
drinks,
so-
food. It's a good
Drinks
vibe,
and
good
Yeah.
ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What was this? What was the second? What was the first restaurant?
We went to Bar La Grassa.
I have no idea.
So me neither.
Bar La who?
Bar La Grassa.
Sounds
What
great.
kind of
Bar La
language
Grassa.
is that? Bar La Grassa.
Bar La Grassa is an Italian place.
Drake.
Oh,
Grassi,
okay,
man.
okay. I was
Grassi.
like,
I don't know.
It's above you, sir.
Yes, it is.
You should know that because you're supposed to be fancy and all.
You're a common-
Over they child.
That's as fancy as I get. Bogota, I don't know.
You are a common people here.
You try to say you don't like Italians?
Oh, I love Italians.
Okay.
I just didn't speak the language. I was like, what kind of? I wasn't sure what it was like.
It
Bar La
was
Grassa.
really nice.
Okay, very nice. Interesting.
What's-
I wasn't sure. Could have been Greek for all we know. I don't know.
What's that Italian place? It's not really Italian. What is Italian? What's the pasta place that we go to?
Italian eatery.
No.
Olive Garden?
Olive Garden. Thank
Oh.
you. Is that even Italian?
Think
I
so.
don't know. It's Italian. Okay.
We
That's
thought
all
we were a
know. When it
couple,
comes to Italian,
remember?
that's all you know.
God.
That's
This is,
American Italian.
True.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I don't know another Italian place. Shit. What's that restaurant?
Buca.
Buca de
Oh, there you
Beppo.
go.
Buca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American.
I've
Is
never
that
been
American
there.
time?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
I look
how
at
do
it
you
as
know?
regular.
Well, how do we know it? Well, that's another topic, but yeah.
Is it?
Buca.
Are you sure?
Where were you guys the first time?
Like
Bro,
saying Fogo de Chao
McDonald's,
is
bro.
American,
Oh, yeah.
Brazilian.
It is
Famous
different.
Dave's, bro.
Famous Days.
It was like back in like 2011. No.
Yeah, it's
11.
different because we're older, you know.
Yeah.
So we, the bucket of money is different at a different age.
Yeah, Monty. I don't see you busting out $250 back in the day.
How do you know?
Was you?
No.
Okay.
But it wasn't because I didn't want to.
Right.
It was just because I couldn't. You know, I was like, I would love to.
You
Like,
couldn't. And so then you got her friend coming along. Well, his friend coming along.
that was now.
I'm just saying, his friend's coming along, and then.
Well, that depends if a 20-year-old's taking out a friend versus a man that's got his career and is set in his.
No,
in his,
but
in,
you want to do something nice for the man, right? And so he brings his other friend along, and you're like, man.
I
I
can
don't
afford
know
it.
why he would even bring another friend along. Unless, like,
He was
like
in the neighborhood or something like that. Or,
That's
Right.
okay.
So that go back
Scenarios
to
like
that's
that.
more like a state fair where you bring your friend along. But like
Yeah.
at First International, it should be.
But
Like,
aren't you spending the same in the safe fare?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But that's a different situation.
Right.
You're saying, like, in a dinner, of course. You're
Well,
not
if
gonna
it's a
be-
romantic, it's supposed to be us two. That's different versus, okay, I'm bringing a friend. Well,
Yeah.
why would you? But just in general, if you just
yeah,
went out
no,
to
you
eat.
guys texted, hey, I'm out and about at the mall. Hey, you want to swing through? I'm in the area. And you're like, cool. Can so-and-so come along? I was out shopping with him. We were grabbing some. You're like, yeah, cool, no problem. I want to come. I want to see you. I want to see you. And then you guys meet up, and he comes along with his bag, and he starts chowing down, eating, and then the bill comes, and he's like, you got it.
I still don't think that he should have to pay for the friend.
I agree with you.
That's just weird.
Well, I don't think they should have to pay for the friend, but at the end of the day,
You
again,
would, though.
split.
No, Mazda would take care of it all.
I mean, I've asked the question like, well, how are we taking care of this?
Oh, you do? You open about it?
I have
I
sometimes.
thought you was just like,
No.
Bow, I got it.
Well,
No
I've been on a
problem.
date too where the guy invites me on a date and
you pay,
he
huh?
and then all of a sudden the bill comes and I instead of having the conversation about who's paying, I just automatically pull out my cards. I don't want them to think that I'm like that type of person. So
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
hoping he say
yeah.
no, I got it, and then he doesn't, and you're just like, well,
Well,
okay, well I
because
guess
you should
I'll-
have never taken your card out in the first
Yeah.
place.
Right,
Carlo-
but what I'm
learn
saying,
Carlo.
no, you're so right.
Carlo's like, yeah,
You're
nah, I
so
don't even
right.
do that.
But for me,
saying.
but for me,
You set yourself
Go
up.
ahead and tell the technique. What do you do? You just sit here, and the bill comes, and you.
but for me,
No.
No,
I don't like.
I
to-
just continued the conversation. We just
So where were we?
No, I swear. That's
I get
not
it.
me.
I totally
Okay.
get
Her
it.
eyes be flicking
But
over like
also-
like, yeah.
No.
Y'all speaking from experience.
This is what I do. This is what I used to do. This is what I used to do because
Okay.
I'm not dating no more.
Okay.
But if a guy asked me out and he'd be like, "Where do you want to go?" I want to put it in his, like, put the ball in his court so he can put something in his budget. Because what if
Oh,
I
yeah,
say
yeah.
I want to go to Bar La Grassa and he's like, I don't even, like, what about
He gonna
Olive
look at
Garden?
that
So you give him
So
options
I'll
to
be
choose.
like, where do you want
No,
to take me?
but if he asks, he's gonna be like, "What you like?" And if you, like, what you gonna say? What you
No,
like?
I'm going to be like, so where do you want to take me?
He-
And then
yes,
if he's
where
like,
would you like?
where I say, I like Latin food, I love Thai food, I love sushi, I love,
I'm about to
I
Google
give
that.
everything that I love, and then you can go ahead and pick what you want to, where you want to take me.
The boy never
And then
heard
now,
that.
at that point, it's very obvious that you're going to pay because I said, where are you going to take me? Where do you want to treat me?
Yeah, but that list that you
That
just gave
establishes-
kind of
So-
sounds up there though a little bit. She said, "What'd you say?" You
I said Mexican, I'm saying that I love all food, so I'm not picky.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
were stopping.
So you can give whatever.
Italian food,
Whatever.
Latin food,
White Castle.
Thai
Okay,
food.
if they say White Castle, I'm blocking.
Okay.
Why?
wrong with
Why
the
not? You say
Mexico?
like everything. But what if you wanted to take you to like some
Okay.
taco stand? You say you like Latino food.
Well,
so let's
I
go to
don't
some taco
like
stand.
I don't
And
like White Castle at all, so
Okay, then
that's
you just said-
What's
why.
But you left it open.
what's the Mexican place right here? La
La
Hacienda.
Taqueria
La
Hacienda,
Hacienda.
yeah.
Okay, is that okay?
I'm cool
I'd
with
say hell
going.
no because my ex used to work there, so no. I'm just-
So is
I
there,
love
there's no
tacos.
like.
I
if
love
he,
tacos.
okay, so if he takes you to a taco truck, is that okay?
Yes,
cool.
I love
Cool.
tacos.
So you
What
don't
if we
have
go
the
to-
Taco
White
Bell.
Castle, boom.
I don't mind the taco truck. I
So
love tacos.
Yeah.
So standard, so low, they're like restaurant level budget is fine.
I'm not
Cool.
picky
Cool,
in
cool.
that specific.
What
Yeah.
if you said taco and he take you to Taco Bell?
Then I'm blocking them.
Why?
it's still taco. It's still taco.
Yes.
Not Taco Bell. You said taco truck. Taco truck.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
So
no,
is
just
it-
say, hey, let's go
taco
get
truck.
taco. Just taco. And you're like, oh,
And then can you send me the address of
Carla,
the Taco
tell me
Bell?
specifically
Let's
why
not-
Taco
I'm
Bell's
not
an
Taco
issue.
Bell.
Y'all
Why is
wildin'.
Taco Bell an
Listen,
it's
issue?
tacos.
listen.
Just because it's fast food, but so is
Yeah.
the taco truck.
So, right.
Stop it. Like,
Yeah.
literally, I'm
You
getting
know that-
stressed out right now.
Why?
Taco Bell?
Right, but what's wrong with that? You
Hey.
say you're
Okay,
not
hey,
picky.
okay. So if I ask
You
you,
said
to
no
go
fast
out,
food.
Okay, so if I ask you to go out for
Why
coffee,
would fast food even be in the question?
Okay.
Because
So the fact that they would even think about fast food, they deserve to be blocked.
So-
you just said level of budget has no,
You
as far
said
as like
yeah.
Taco
restaurant.
truck is fine. Taco Bell is not.
coffee. If I,
Why?
if, okay,
Okay.
So if I ask her for a coffee and I
If
take
we
you to
go
a
get
diner,
tacos and then we go sit and we're like chilling at the park eating our tacos, that's fine with me.
Or he
Like,
go,
I order
he-
you some Taco Bell. We go
take you to the park and
No,
he did.
no.
What?
I'm not eating.
Okay.
I do not eat fast food. So
Well, then there you go.
Okay,
that was
so
your
there
answer. I
is-
don't eat fast food.
All
I
right.
don't eat
hey, you
fast
need to get in that
That's all
fire
you had to
sauce
say.
game. No, that fire sauce getting fired.
I mean, I would love a little Taco
It's kind of like
Bell
okay,
picnic.
coffee,
Okay.
Starbucks or Caribou,
Caribou, hell yeah.
right? Or then, and then
Starbucks.
what if I have to say, okay, let's go to a actual coffee shop like
Yeah.
IHOP, right?
That's a coffee shop?
What?
That's a pancake place. That's
That's
a restaurant.
pancake
What the hell is
place.
that coffee shop?
That ain't no coffee shop.
Mickey's Diner.
What?
Well, that's
not-
different, but
That's
No, that's
diner.
also not.
that's
That
a
goes-
restaurant.
But
That's
if
a
I say
diner.
let's go get coffee,
At a-
right?
well,
'cause they
if-
have-
I would take you to a
At-
coffee shop.
Yeah, a real coffee shop, not
Like the-
IHOP or not
Yeah,
the
those
diner.
are diner food places.
She can
we
still
go
get
McDonald's.
coffee at these
I
places.
mean, you come up with the little pot, but I didn't even.
So please take
That's
McDonald's
one
out of the
roast.
list.
They
God.
had one roast in the back.
Hey, you didn't say. I
you
mean,
can't specify what kind of roast you want. It ain't coffee.
He invited
shop.
me to a coffee.
if the
and he
grande
took it to
is the
IHOP.
same size as a small, well, I'll see those videos.
Oh Lord.
It is that.
See,
I be thinking about that all the time.
if the small is the same size as the grande, just extra ice. And y'all know I like my eyes.
It's true. It's
Okay,
honest.
okay, all right.
I still think you'd have fun in a little Taco Bell
I still think
date.
you would like to talk about it. I don't personally eat
The
it.
fact that
it hurts
I
my
would-
stomach.
I feel
can't.
just traumatized just thinking about me being at Taco Bell on a date. Like, there's absolutely no way.
What's wrong? Okay, for her.
So if we go to Taco Bell,
Are you saying that you would take someone to Taco
Hell
Bell?
no, I wouldn't take someone to
then.
Taco Bell on
No,
a
but
date.
what
But
you were
like,
saying when you were because what we were getting at was like the level of like okay taco truck.
I'm saying that I'm
And-
not a person that is gonna put a value in a person of how much they spend on the first date. So if we
Cool.
just go get tacos at the taco truck,
Cool, right? That's where I was like okay, it's
that's
cool.
cool.
But
Even if we go to a bar like Rasa or
Okay.
we go to anywhere else,
like, keep saying that
Manny's
bar
or
like
something,
Rasa.
because
Why-
that's the place that I have in my head.
Right.
Or
But
Manny's.
but
or
why does
something.
the place matter if
doesn't-
you're get to know somebody?
Just not fast food. Can't be
Just-
fast food.
just
Oh,
not
can't be
fast
fast
food.
food.
Can't be fast food.
But-
What if he wants
Why
to
would
take a
we-
nice little drive and go and
So
see?
no
We're just gonna stop by Taco Bell, grab a little taco, and I want to drive.
If
Talk to
it's a
you.
first date, I'm definitely not.
Well, not the
getting in a
first date.
car
I didn't
with
really
you.
know the first day.
What
I'm
about,
meeting you somewhere.
what about Chick-fil-A?
No. What are we? Are we with our family?
No
Like,
restaurant.
what?
So no fast food.
Okay,
No.
so a
Zero.
sit-down restaurant then. I guess fast food really is out of the question.
Minus the taco truck.
Minus the taco truck. I mean,
I can't do that. I
I'm
can't do
guessing
it.
so.
The taco truck is not a problem for me. I love tacos.
Can we ask you a question?
Yes,
Yes,
it is,
yes,
that's
just yes
it.
or no. Just yes or no. Do you like Taco Bell?
I do like that.
Okay, well.
You do. I didn't think you liked
Oh.
it this whole time.
But
It's just
I would
not- oh my
absolutely
God.
never accept.
You just told
someone
me
taking
you
to
don't
Taco
do
Bell.
fast food
I don't.
restaurants, but you
But
like
like-
On a
Taco
date,
Bell.
apparently.
Once in a
On a
while,
date.
when I'm drunk, I will. Maybe
When
have
Hershey's
Taco
drunk.
Bell.
Ah.
But I never.
So if he
eat
took her out
Taco Bell.
dancing, then you had a few drinks or a
Yes,
lot,
that's
and then
the
Taco
only
Bell.
time I ever have fast food is when I am
drunk.
and I'm eating something. But but
Okay.
that's also
Okay.
rare
Okay.
that
What
happens.
about McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
McChicken?
them drunk,
Fries.
them drunk,
McChicken fries.
fire.
drunk
I'll be
nights
going
be
crazy
hitting
with
when you
that.
hit the McD's and it be drunk.
Damn.
Hey.
White
Tell
Castle
them.
be going hard.
Hell
too.
no,
Absolutely not.
absolutely not. I no.
Absolutely.
You-
Drunk or
y'all
not
don't
drunk,
like White Castle?
high or high note, I'm not.
You
I'm
do?
not-
Yeah.
There's
I don't
no
mind
way in
it.
hell.
Yeah.
No way in hell. I'm not
I haven't
doing
really
that
had
shit.
it enough to really know if I like it or not. I don't know.
Had it enough. You don't need it more than once. That's
Have you guys been to Flame Burgers?
ill.
No.
No. I don't. I guess
That ain't
I've
it.
never
Okay, so
had
Flame
ain't
Burger
it.
is kind of like a breakfast, dinner,
Oh,
diner.
I thought you were talking about there was a flame burger there at the white.
Oh, I was like, oh, hell no. I was like,
God,
oh,
no, no.
I know what you're talking
Flame
about.
Burger restaurant.
Where is that? I've never been there.
There's a
no.
couple. There's one over in Little Canada.
Okay.
Oh.
Flame burger. My bad.
It's a
Flame
diner.
Burger. I'm sorry, flame burger. I, don't
I still
really know
keep forgetting
y'all
how
like
big
that.
this area really is. Like, there's so many places I still have
I
never
know.
been to.
That's what I'm saying. Why would fast food even be part of the thought process of taking someone out to eat?
And it's not.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Do
but
you eat
still,
fast food?
Of course I do.
Okay,
no,
I'm
actually,
gonna
no,
put you
not
on-
anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
I love
okay.
it. I chosen to stop, but
All
yeah.
right, let me put you on a hot seat real quick.
Ooh.
Bro. Here we go. You ready for it? Listen.
Famous
My
day.
flame-
Fast
already.
foods, okay. McDonald's, Burger King.
Oh shit! You can't ask me that question because I like them both.
Bro, you got to pick.
But if I had to pick,
Yeah.
oh shit, probably Burger King.
Okay.
Even though I'm in
Okay.
love with Mickey D's fries,
You
but
pick Burger King.
I'd probably pick Burger King.
What do you get from Burger King?
Usually the chicken sandwich.
The long one?
Yes.
Okay. What about Taco Bell and Wendy's?
Wendy's. Oh fuck, man! I don't know. Taco Bell's still good, but ugh. Oh my god! See, that's crazy. Damn. If I'm thinking healthier wise, even though it's not healthy, but probably Wendy's.
Wendy's?
But I still like my Taco Bell. That's a hard question. I
Hey,
can't really
okay,
give you a straight
okay.
answer.
Chalupa's
Okay.
healthy.
Oh yeah.
What about Chick-fil-A or Arby's?
Oh my god.
Chick-fil-A.
Probably Arby's because Chick-fil-A don't like gay people.
Oh,
No, I don't
yeah?
know. Chick-fil-A's
Oh, shit,
good. I don't
forgot all
know.
about that.
Yeah.
And they are closed on Sundays.
Probably Chick-fil-A to be honest, though, as far as food
As far
goes.
as taste wise. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Chick-fil-A or Burger King?
Chick-fil-A.
Of course.
Well, just
Okay,
because I still
okay,
love Burger King,
okay,
but I'm thinking
okay.
from a mindset
Sure.
of my working out, that kind of what's a little bit healthier, but still tastes good. Probably Chick-fil-A.
And so Chick-fil-A versus Wendy's?
God.
It has to be Chick-fil-A.
You think? Because I love their chicken sandwiches at
Their-
freaking
oh, yeah.
Wendy's with
And-
their
and they have the
cheese
salads.
sauce and their
$5
fry. And
bag.
they got,
They got good salads.
yeah.
Spicy chicken nugget.
I'll have to say Wendy's.
Really? Okay, so Wendy's or KFC?
Wendy's, I don't really do KFC like that. So.
Okay. Wendy's or Popeyes?
And Wendy's, I don't do Popeyes either.
Damn, bro. You don't
It's
need-
kinda
Well,
dumb.
I'm from Idaho. We don't
You
have
got the comparison,
Popeyes in
like
Idaho.
Popeyes or KFC.
You right too. Popeyes or KFC. That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
But he don't do.
Well,
He don't even.
I've
do
had
that.
KFC more than Popeyes. I'll probably have to choose KFC. But I still like Popeyes. I just haven't had it. I really don't eat at Popeyes like that. Not because I don't like it. I just
Okay.
never.
Okay. Original House of Pancakes or IHOP?
I don't think I've ever eaten at the original House of Pancakes. I've
Damn.
done the IHOP.
Okay,
So,
IHOP or Waffle House?
Never eaten at the Waffle House.
Damn. Perkins or IHOP?
IHOP for sure.
Jesus. Take you out more fast food restaurants.
Yeah,
You
I take you out on a
don't
date to these
those aren't
places.
even
God
fast
damn it.
food, though. Those aren't even fast food. Those are just snacks breakfast places.
Lord.
So,
Oh.
damn.
I love how we go from the state fair to
know.
this.
I love it. Trail.
It's
But
food.
no,
Food
but
related.
but the state fair has a lot of the same food, right?
As what?
It just costs more.
Oh,
I mean, that's
You
true.
know.
It kind of
the
does.
Yeah,
same food as
but
what
the
though?
same-
Because you gotta.
They
okay.
have tacos, they have burgers, fries.
I guess you're
I
right.
just had like a Taco Bell meal from the state fair yesterday. It was like a
Like taco in the back.
No,
taco-
but you were
No,
talking
it's
about. I don't even want to
Yep.
talk
It
about
was
you.
like
But she
a
just
taco.
had it. She just had it on the
It
fair.
was like
Uh-huh.
the bread, the tortilla was
You went on a
a
date.
fried
You went on a
piece
date
of
to the state
bread.
fair, and he gives you that.
So
Is
not
that
a
gonna be
date, but
acceptable?
family meal. That's what you're saying?
That shit was smacking. I'm not even gonna
See?
lie.
Damn.
See, it's just a matter of
But I
how.
just-
So why would it matter? Why would it matter? It gotta be a date or a family thing. Yeah.
About where we're going.
If we're gonna eventually go from a date to a family meal of eating Taco
So
Bell,
it's like it's almost
why
like
would it
saying
matter?
like I'm gonna buy you a ring because I love you and we're getting married, but it cost me $45 versus $6,000.
Yeah.
Why is that a difference? No, I'm seriously, not literally in general.
Okay.
Because the significance of the ring is what matters, is what I thought. But apparently, it's how much you
I mean,
spend.
I know what he's.
So is that
trying
why?
to
Is
get
that
at,
why fast
but-
food is a big deal? The first day you're taking me to fast food place because it's cheap.
I just feel
or-
like I should not be asking these type of questions. There's like an expectation. Like,
I'm gonna get you.
Yo, but
I'm gonna give
fancy,
you.
girl. You high
But
maintenance.
why is it about the? Is it the cost? Is why you don't want to go to Taco Bell, or what? What?
no,
What?
I just don't think that we should go to Taco Bell on a date. It's
But-
not the cost.
But what is it then?
If I really
Well,
like you,
I
and
would-
if I buy you a ring,
Oh, Lord.
and it's a 50 cents ring, and
So,
with a candy
I'm
thing,
never
You know,
seeing you again.
is it not seriously? No, but it's
but
a
that,
couple
but
days.
that might be pushed. That's like
Sentimental value, though, right? Like
the
No,
50-cent
so-
ring
Okay,
is probably.
let's put it this way. Let me put it
I
this way.
will throw
hang
it.
on, hang on.
You won't keep it for
hang on, 1
memories?
second.
No.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way for you. Let me put it this way for you.
I would be like, this is beyond
No, hang on,
disgusting.
hang on, 1 second, 1 second. Let me put it this way for you. He gets down on one knee, makes a big old escándalo, but he don't know what the price yet. You don't know what's happening.
Okay.
He puts the ring on your finger. You start crying, blah blah, blah, and then what are you gonna ask? How much was it, babe?
No,
No,
absolutely.
but that,
Well,
but
then,
that-
but
he's
that's my
not-
point.
But that's
my
different.
point.
That's different.
But
That's
no,
different.
it's not.
It
Because
is.
no,
It
hang
is.
on.
It is
Let me
different.
explain myself. So at the end of the day, hey, this is why we're on the show. This is why we're on the show.
I
We
know,
can definitely put
right?
our 2 cents in here. I'm just. This is something
You
I'm very
think it's the
passionate
same
about.
thing?
I do. It's the concept. Is the concept is what I'm trying to tell you. Not the same thing as the situation, but it's the
Well,
concept.
Monty, it's not about.
So what
the
is it about? That's my
$40
question.
It's not about the $40 ring or the $400,000.
So what is the concept? So what is what is it about?
It's not that.
What is it about then?
The
I
50
just feel
cents
like-
ring.
It's a what?
Click.
No, but is that what it
No,
is?
it's a
It comes
difference
down to the
because-
money.
Because you're talking about going on a date and him taking you to this date.
But you're
Okay,
thinking
which-
about it. You're thinking about it from. I'm not talking about the situations. I'm not comparing the situations.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
comparing
'cause
the
that's-
concept of the situation. So I take you on a date because I love you and I want to take you to Taco Bell because I love Taco Bell. But you
But
say,
the
oh,
place
I don't want to
matters.
go.
The place
Derek
matters,
wants
though.
to take me to Taco Bell now, sure.
No,
but
I'm-
if Derek
no, but
wanted
on
to take me out
initiation.
on the first date, absolutely not.
Plus a ring
Why
is
though?
totally
That's
different
why
than
I'm
food.
trying to understand. Why? Give me an explanation. Why?
I could be going on a date with somebody else that wants to take me somewhere else.
So
that's
is it
not
the
Taco
money
Bell.
or is it because it's Taco Bell? That's why. That's why.
It's
That's
Taco
why.
Bell?
Okay,
Why would it?
Yeah.
It's Taco Bell. It's not the money.
but
You can spend $15 at the taco truck.
Tacos versus-
actually, never mind because for one order for me it's $15.
At Taco
so it's the
Bell?
money.
No,
so it's
at-
the
for
money.
tacos.
So
At
it's
the taco
so
truck.
it's
That's what
the
I'm
so
saying.
it's the
It's not
money.
the money.
Okay, well.
As I said, it's not
$15
the
at
money.
Because
Taco Bell,
tacos
girl,
at
you better
Taco
get the
Bell,
$1
which you still
meal.
like, because you said you like it, versus a taco truck tacos. What's the difference?
I mean, it's just not my preference, like where I would like to go out.
Okay,
to eat.
that's all, and that's the reason. Okay, cool. That was what I'm trying to get at.
And
It's like
a
what?
$40
Why?
ring is not my preference.
But why? That's my question too. Why?
Because it's just not. It's not.
So it is the money.
You see her? Look
No,
at
but,
this.
but I'm
Girl got her nails done, eyebrows
But that's
did,
my
hair-
question. So it's the money then.
I don't know. Now,
So it is yes. That's
No.
my question.
Now you're making
No,
me overthink
because
no,
when you do the
myself.
ring
No, it's
thing,
okay. I'm
no,
not- there's
the
no
ring
right or
thing
wrong.
is different. It's
But
totally,
it's not though, because I'm
yes,
going to tell
yes,
you
yes.
why is Taco Bell an issue versus a taco truck? But you can't tell me. You're like, oh, I spent $15 there, so never mind. So I mean, is it the money or is it just the place itself?
It's the place,
Place,
itself.
the
That's
Okay,
what
so
I've been saying.
I get a ring at
No.
Zales for.
No.
Hang on, that's what I'm trying to tell you. What's wrong with the $45 ring versus a $4,000 ring?
But the rings are totally different.
But it's not though,
It
because
is,
I'm trying to
because
get
look,
an understanding. No, you're getting it wrong. I'm trying to ask.
You're having an
So,
emotional breakdown.
It's not an emotional breakdown. I'm just really. I want to know the answer. Like, why? Because I can't tell the difference. No one's going to know but your wallet. So at the end of the day, how would you know it's a $45 ring versus $4,000? If he gets you the ring, are you going to be like, oh baby, how much was it?
you wouldn't ask the ring.
Okay, but if you
But
found out, you would
but
throw it.
know. Oh, that's if you found out.
Yeah.
But
oh baby, it cost me only $45.
Well,
oh hell.
What
So
she's
what's the
If I
money?
talking
found
about-
out that Derek got me a $45 ring, knowing that he can afford so much more than that, I would
So
be
it's the
like,
money.
"What the fuck is
Knowing
this?"
that he could.
So it's
You
the
say
money.
Knowing it. So what if he couldn't?
Well, I'm sorry, I wouldn't make
That's
Derek.
not, so, okay. So there we go. So it's the money. So there you go. So,
I was trying to help you out, girl. I was trying.
wait a minute.
If he
I was
could only
trying.
afford a $45 ring,
So,
and it's
so-
not Derek specifically, it's
go
in
back.
general.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the money.
No, I'm just.
So you just said though. You said
If
if,
he
you could
could
only afford
afford,
that,
that's what you
so
said.
it's the money. You're
If
just
he
not
could,
saying
what
it.
if he
It's the
couldn't?
money.
drilling me. They're drilling.
I tried, girl. I tried.
But that's the point. I'm trying to
tried.
get an answer, but no one's giving it to me. They're like, oh no, it's not that. It's not that. But it is because you just said if you could only afford that, then I'm not going to be with you. So it comes down to
Well,
it. It's the
$45
money.
ring, yeah, no, I
so
get
take
it.
me to an expensive dinner because that's why I feel like I'm worth it. So that's what it comes down to.
The value.
So it's the money. See, I don't think of it that way. I told Brandon, like, I don't want you to buy me an expensive ring because I always lose it. So it's pointless to me. It's the significance of what it means to me. So, like my friend says, I won't marry a guy unless he buys me at least a $6,000 ring. I'm like, but why? Why does it matter how much you're
Because people
spending?
have preference. People
There's
have a
preference.
preference.
And that's
on
okay
what they
too.
want.
That's why I wanted to
Yeah,
ask of you. That's
yeah.
why. So it's the money.
Preference
so
and
it's
looks.
okay. So
now,
it's the money.
If you had told her, because of the scenario that you're given, when it comes to the food and the ring relation, if you said, hey, here's Derek who presented tacos, didn't know about the place, and she ate it. I mean, she might be able to pick up on it that it came from Taco Bell, but I don't think she would be like, you know what, this is below me. I won't eat
Yeah.
these tacos.
But when you're
Absolutely.
explaining
comes
it, and I
to
don't
the
mean to sound rude,
place-
but when you're explaining it, that's what it
That's
came
what I was
across
trying
as.
to tell you.
That's why I'm just
I was
like,
it's not the same. It's you would have to give the scenario of he brought her some tacos, probably was from
but
Taco
when
Bell,
we all
unwrapped
but,
it, didn't know it.
But when we all
and she would
came
eat
down
it.
to it, it was the money. The way I see it. Sorry, it may not be your, but my perception of the answer was it was the money because
Not quite.
I feel like it's like your answer was, and it's not a bad thing. I was just trying to figure out the answer.
God, I would put on more on value.
value.
Yeah,
So money.
value.
So if you spend
Not
a lot of
money.
money, I'm valued more.
No, but not quite just the money, it's value. Because again, if you present her with the tacos,
Because see, for me, if a guy were to propose to me and give me a ring, it's the concept of how you did it versus how much you
but
spent.
you didn't know. You didn't know.
And I would
the
have never
price.
asked.
And she wouldn't know the tacos.
But we asked her the question. But we asked her the question. Had you found out it was $45, you would have.
Let me ask you something. It's just what you're giving in scenario is like, hey babe, let's go in here, let's go to the thrift store, let me find this ring.
But I like the
or
thrift
the
store.
pawn store. No, let's go to the pawn shop. I almost said pawn store. Pawn shop. And you find a ring in there. Pawn shop's got like, a nice $100 pawn shop ring. Here, we're gonna get it.
I found a $700
where
pawn
she
shop
would
ring.
be like, the fuck we go to a pawn shop for?
So do
to
you guys
get a
value
ring
people
type
based
thing?
on their looks?
Oh, shit.
You damn fucking right you do.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the
damn
thing.
right you do.
Here's the thing. I'm trying to tell you, yes, people like attractive people, but is that the only concept? Oh, hell no. I've seen the most beautiful people be the ugliest people.
True.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but
So,
you personally though,
from first glance, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, like you be looking fine
Yes,
as hell.
there's value in
but,
the looks
but,
there. That's
but
what
let's
you
say
have.
I'm attracted to you, Sue, because of your personality.
Thank you.
So there you go.
I know.
That means more to me than anything.
Very, very good.
How's that working out for you, Sue?
I'm lonely. I'm a high value man, but I'm lonely. And I will take you to McDonald's.
Yes, see, but see, here's the thing: is that's what I'm trying to talk about. It's the passion behind what you're doing is me, and of course, not that it's bad, Carla. I'm just trying to get people's point of view.
I don't feel bad for how I feel. I
You
know
should.
that.
You
I just think
should.
the comparison that you were doing should have been the same.
Now, if I was
layout.
buying my guy a ring, hell yeah, I want it to be as expensive as possible because I feel like that's value. But for me, I don't see myself that way. Like I don't care how much a ring costs. It's what it means to me.
But you're okay going to the pawn shop?
Hell yeah. Yes.
Well, you wouldn't
see
recommend
these rings
it?
here?
You
No,
wouldn't
yeah.
recommend being like, hey, can we just like go to
For him, we're not going to the pawn shop because I feel like
Why?
I lose my shit all the time. I don't want him to spend that kind of money on me because on my earrings I go through them like crazy. That's why I don't spend enough because I know myself. Not because I would not
How
want
much
a
do glasses cost?
$1,000 ring, but the thing for me is I'm not materialistic either. I don't value how much someone spends on me.
How much the glasses cost?
$15,
How much the earrings cost?
probably $5. I bought them in a packet of like 1,000 earrings to
Flares?
go. I made these. Yeah, I bought them at Michael's.
You made them.
Yeah,
You made your own earrings?
You
yeah.
haven't seen his earring swag? You can definitely tell that he makes it.
Yeah.
I can't just say that. Yeah,
That's
I look
my
like
point.
He
See,
made it.
people here constantly compliment me on, for example, here.
I didn't think you
hang on,
bought
hang on,
big
hang on,
bucks.
hang on,
Hell no,
hang
but-
on, hang on. Remember, we were talking about money, blah, 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 values, everything. So my friend loves to spend $300-400 on his sunglasses because he values himself on how much he spends. So when we were together, I sat next to him at a restaurant. My friend joined us, and he looks right at me and says, "Oh my God, I love your sunglasses. Those are so cool. Where'd you get them?" The gas station. And then right away my friend goes, "Well, see, but mine are real. They're $400. I'm like, "Well, then why am I getting the compliment?"
I see.
You see what I'm saying? So these rings are not real.
But
It's-
it's also
yeah.
different how you are. Like, if someone has $400 glasses, why are you even like? Why would they? That's kind of like up an asshole thing for them to do.
because that's what they value. But that's why I'm saying my friend.
But
That's how
not
he.
true though, because there's people that have nice things that are not that way.
You're right, but see, the thing is, everyone views it different. Like for you, not because you want an expensive ring means that that it's about the money. It just means that there's certain things in the quality of things that you're looking for, which is not a bad thing. Some people really do think because I spend a lot of money on something,
Yeah, I
that
believe
means
that.
I'm worth more. But I don't believe that. Like I love Gucci and Versace and all that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I don't personally think I'm going to spend that much because I personally think I'm being ripped off. Like I can go buy a shirt anywhere and it looks pretty similar to yours only because it has the Versace brand that you're paying for. Yeah, maybe a better quality, but that's just what I value. Some people that want to do it and want to spend their money, go ahead. You work so hard for your money, spend it on what you want. But there are some people that have to rub it in your face because they want you to look at them like they're higher because of the fact that they spent more money. That's just not me.
The value of people.
You know, I love going to thrift shops. I love making my own clothes. I love making my own shit. Like
value people do have a certain dollar amount.
Yeah.
And then you get to know them, then they're not really a dollar amount.
yeah, like the guy I'm dating right now, like I swear all we ever talk about is his business and how much he wants me to help him pay. So I just feel like I'm a bank and I'm just like I don't mind helping you, but I want you to invest the same amount of energy in me, not money, but energy. That's what's important to me. So at the end of the day, that's why for me, it doesn't matter how much you
So
spend.
you're
or where
newly
you
dating,
take
so
me
how
from.
do you compensate for him?
Oh shit.
I'm just a great person.
Yeah.
That is such an online thing.
I want to say on air.
And
I'm just a
very-
great person.
And I look really nice, so.
And look, I can't.
I value that you can say that about yourself, and that's so. I think it's a.
So what is your dollar amount? What is
Well,
your dollar
I
amount
don't
that you
have
think you
a.
want?
I don't.
Why you get it like that, bro?
Hey,
Dollar
what
amount
is your
that
dollar?
So I excuse
How did
me.
they-
my dollar amount.
Yeah.
My dollar amount.
I don't
Zero.
have a dollar. I don't have a dollar amount of what I think of myself.
Oh, what you? Oh, wait, of what we think of ourselves? Like if we can put a dollar, like
Yeah.
I
a
don't even
price?
think about that. I don't even think about that.
That question's like, whoo.
How do you think you guys? How do you guys think other people value you?
I don't. I don't think they do.
You don't think nobody values you? Oh no, I'm sorry. I just took that context out. I'm sorry.
Well,
I just
this
said,
is why-
I
not-
value you.
not-
And I was like, people value you. I appreciate
Not
you.
because I don't feel that they do. They've just shown me that they do. With my experience, that they don't. Because like with people that have lived with me in the past, I love my friends, and I would never, never, ever deny anyone living with me, even if they have like in other people's eyes screwed me over. Because I'm just going by like what the feedback you gave me. Like, hey, Monty, you're too nice. You let people. You need to buckle that shit down. But the truth is like, because of who I am, it don't matter that they don't value me. But do I think that they truly do? No, I don't. I really don't, and not because because I want to say that to make myself, have people feel sorry for me. No, that's not the case. But because of my experience, when technical, or the way people have viewed my situations, no, I don't think they do. But again, that's not going to make or break me. You
Well,
know
don't
what I'm
worry, we
saying?
all value.
We
you.
value
I
you, bro.
appreciate that.
We value
I
you.
appreciate
We ain't
that.
going to go into a sensitive. I'm just kidding. We all talk about everything.
Talk about yourself.
Talk about your-
I guess I'm
Yeah.
talking from a standpoint of my personal relationships,
right,
not like
right.
my friends, things like that. But
No.
I guess when it comes to that, yeah, sure. I mean, I got great people here. You guys included me in this. You could have included anybody else. So, yeah, I think to that extent you do value. At
Okay,
least
so are we exclusive now then? Since we're included
yes.
here?
Yes.
Oh.
We've always been.
Okay,
I was
bro.
just
Always
waiting for
been
you to say it.
exclusive.
Listen. I don't want you to take me to Taco Bell though.
I'll go by myself
You,
then.
and you definitely know you can't take me to Taco Bell. So.
Yeah.
What,
Don't take me, but go get it and come back.
So what's expectations are a little bit.
Yeah, don't take me either. I don't want to be seen in public with you, but bring me something back, please.
Hey, that Baja is pretty good to know, though.
Like,
No, you're right. I wouldn't take you to Taco Bell. You want to know why? Because you'd be taking me there.
Oh, I got what you did. The man goes.
Yes, exactly. Hell
man
yeah. Woo.
Yes.
Yes. That was a good question, though. Wow, that was what you said. What if you could put a price on yourself? What would that be?
Yeah.
I don't even think about that.
Well, of
That's a
course.
good
That's why
one.
it's a great question.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up right there. We'll probably talk about that on the next
would be great.
next vodcast, if you will, because we got this video flowing with us.
Fraction.
Appreciate y'all for coming. It's the Fraction. Listen, hit the like button. Go to the subscribe page right there on YouTube. The link is right there down below. Okay, y'all know what it is. It's the Fraction.